All right, let's dive into a topic that is absolutely crucial for your financial future: saving versus investing. They sound kind of similar, right? But one is all about protecting your money, and the other is about making it grow. Figuring out the difference is the key to really making your money work for you. So let's get right into it. First up, we've got to talk about this hidden threat, something that's quietly, and I mean silently, chipping away at your money's power every single day. I like to call it your money's silent thief. So let me just ask you this straight up. That money you've got tucked away in a safe little savings account, is it really safe? Is it possible it's actually losing its value day by day without you even realizing it? Let's take a look at the culprit.
And here it is. The culprit's name is inflation. I mean, you know what this is. It's the reason a coffee or a tank of gas or groceries, heck, everything, costs more today than it did 10 years ago. As the prices for everything go up, the actual power of each of your dollars goes down. It is the silent force that just grinds down the value of your hard-earned cash.
Now, let's see how the math actually works here. Imagine your savings account is earning you 1% in interest, which, let's be honest, is pretty generous for most accounts. But if inflation, the cost of living, is going up by 3%, well, you're not gaining anything. You're actually falling behind. And here's what that really means. It means the real value of your money, what it can actually buy, is shrinking by 2% every single year. You have the exact same number of dollars in your account, but they buy you less and less. You are, effectively, getting poorer, even when you think you're doing the right thing by saving. So, how in the world do we fight back against this silent thief? Well, that brings us to the two most important tools in your entire financial kit: saving and investing. And trust me, they are not the same thing, and knowing when to use each one is, well, it's everything. Okay, first, let's talk about saving. Think of this as your financial defense. It's all about putting money in a super safe, super easy to access place like a savings account. Its whole job is safety and being there when you need it for short-term stuff. An emergency fund or a down payment on a car you're going to buy next year. Now, let's flip to the other side: investing. If saving is your defense, investing is your offense. This is how you go on the attack. It's about putting your money into things like stocks or mutual funds that have the potential to grow way, way faster than inflation over the long haul. The goal here isn't to get it tomorrow. It's long-term growth for those big, faraway goals like retirement. And you can see the huge differences right here when we put them side by side. The goals are total opposites: safety versus growth. And the timeline? Completely different. Saving is for the near future, the next 1 to 3 years. Investing, that's for the long haul, 5 years, 10 years, and beyond. And that longer timeline is exactly what lets you take on a little more risk for a much, much higher potential reward. So how do we actually measure if we're winning or losing this fight against inflation? Well, it all comes down to this really simple but super powerful idea called real return. And the formula couldn't be easier. It's just your growth rate minus the inflation rate. That's it. This one little number tells you the absolute truth about your money. Is your buying power actually going up, or is it secretly going down? And wow, this visual really just drives the point home, doesn't it? Look at that little bar for savings over on the left. Its return is way lower than the bar for inflation. You're losing ground every year. But then you look at that big bar for investing on the right. Historically, investing doesn't just squeak by inflation, it crushes it, letting your wealth truly actually grow. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. Yeah, that's great, but investing, it sounds complicated, it sounds expensive, it's for rich people. Well, let's just bust that myth right here, right now, because it's probably the biggest lie in personal finance. The most important part is not how much cash you start with. It's just that you start and that you keep going. When it comes to building wealth, time is, without a doubt, your single biggest advantage. Seriously, think of it like a tiny snowball at the top of a huge snowy mountain. A small, consistent push, a little bit of money every month, starts that snowball rolling. And over time, it picks up more snow, gets bigger and bigger, and moves faster and faster. That is the incredible magic of compounding. It's why starting early with small amounts is so much more powerful than waiting to make one big investment way down the road. Okay, so we've hammered home the why. Now let's get practical. Let's talk about the how. because it's not about choosing saving or investing. It's about building a smart plan that uses both tools in the right way. And here's a super simple framework to get you started. You've got to remember, saving and investing are not enemies. They are partners. They're on the same team, your team. Your savings account is like your shield. It protects you from life's curveballs. Your investment account, that's your sword. It helps you fight back against inflation and build for your future. You absolutely need both. So here it is, 3 simple steps. Step 1, build your shield. Get 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses tucked away in a safe, high-yield savings account. That's your safety net. Once that is locked in place, and only then, you move to step 2 and you start investing for those long-term goals. And finally, step 3, the most important one, make it a habit, make it automatic, set up those recurring transfers so you are always, always paying yourself first.
So, if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this simple phrase right here. Saving keeps your money safe. Investing makes your money grow. One protects you today, the other provides for you tomorrow.
And that just leaves us with one last really crucial question you need to ask yourself. Take a hard look at your own finances. Is your money just sitting there, quietly losing its power year after year to that silent thief, inflation? Or have you put it to work, building a stronger financial future for yourself? The choice really is all yours.